Hey, hey, hey. Welcome. And welcome. This is Jane Gardner, and I thought, you know what? Why not record these and stream them out live? Because I am recording these for iTunes, which has a video cast, I call them, or some people call them video podcasts, and I've been doing that for several years. But I am doing a new series, so let's go and get started. So let's say hi. Hi, I'm Jane Gardner, and welcome. This is Home Biz Startup TV is what I call it, where you start, run, and grow your home business. And I've been doing this for a couple of years now. And I've just found out some of the interesting topics that people want to talk about. So I am going to do a series which is called it's the Home Business Clarity series. So we're going to be talking about some of the topics that are of interest to people who are starting their home business. And so let's get started. So who am I? Well, that's a good question. I am Jane Gardner, and this is Home Biz Startup TV, which I also put on my Roku channel. So this is multitasking. You and your customer we're going to talk about today, and we will be talking about it in the series for several months, who you're really building this business for. And so you should build the right foundations before you build faster. And I know it's going to be a topic that people don't like to talk about, but this is me. I am Jane Gardner, and I work with my husband in a structural engineering firm, and I'm out on the internet to share my wisdom about 26 years in home business with my husband. Don't do it. It's my advice. So anyway, we live in Western Canada, and we'll talk more about myself later. But I also have 6 channels, one of them hosted for another business, the Inspirational Businesswoman Show. But I have 5 of my own, including the Home Biz Startup TV. So I thought I'd better do some more recordings. And I also have Be Your Own Boss, Business Success, The Business of a Home-Based Business, and Finding Your Purpose TV. And I enjoy it doing this. So let's talk about you and your customer. So when you're thinking about your business, what would you say is going to be your customer? Please do not say everything. I did a series in 2016 where I said, no, everybody does not want your business. So you need to have clarity on who your customer is. And it's one of these things that people don't like to talk about, don't like to do the hard work, but it's worth doing. And so the season goals for Home Biz Startup TV, Home Biz Clarity this season is to help you gain clarity on your business idea and audience. I want you to build a strong mindset foundation, as well as reduce your overwhelm and confusion for new entrepreneurs by making business simple, and position Home Biz TV as a trusted starting point for home business success. So we are going to start with customer, and then we will be talking about mindset, and we will be talking about vision and goals, and we will be talking about business models explained, simplifying your business idea, confidence, visibility, and foundations of a profitable business, and how to keep your energy low, creating your first offer, learning versus implementing, building momentum, and your next 90 days. So that is what is going to be happening over the next 12 weeks. And we have a workbook, but we'll talk about that later, where you can get it. And we'll just be doing this very quickly. So week 1, we are going to ask ourselves, who is your customer? And so once you have decided on what business model you want to do, you have to ask yourself, what is the demographics of your customer? What life stage are your customers in, and what are the challenges for your customer? So when you look at your business, who is your customer? What age group are they? Where do they live? What challenges do they have? Are they on the internet or not? And also, what kind of things do they do for pleasure as well as for work? And what kind of things and where do they hang out? And what do they want to do with their life? You know what you want to do with your business, but what do they want to do? So we're going to ask ourselves why most businesses fail without customer clarity. Because if you don't know what the problems of the potential customer, of who you want to have, then you don't know what solution you can give them that is an easy solution for them. So if you think you have the solution for everyone, you don't. So think about who are your customers, who are the easiest customers for you to find, who are the ideal customers for you, who are you best positioned to help, and what are the symptoms of them, and what do they need, what is their pain points, what do they wake up at night sweating over, wondering what they should do. And so I have a workbook that you can go and have a quick think about that, and we'll be going deeper into all this. But for now, we have to ask ourselves, what is the real problem of your customer? It is always easy to say, there's a surface problem that is basically they have acne, let's say, and it's a health issue. And you have to ask yourself, well, what's the actual root problem of the acne? And, do you have the solution or not? And for example, if you think that you have a solution for getting people organized in 2026, you have a planner you think will work for everyone. Well, no, it won't work for everyone. It'll just work for your perfect customer. And who is that customer? And where are they hanging out? So you have to look at what they are worried about. What are their challenges? What is their problem with revenue, possibly? And what are their challenges, etc., in their life? And then look at even deeper and figure out, how can you help them? How can you serve them? So we'll be talking about this on a deeper level, but I'm a pretty good guide for why you want to listen in on my various episodes. Where am I? Here I am. Nope, that's not it. I am here. Why am I good? Well, I have been in business for 26 years with my husband, so I know all about relationship issues. I know all about business issues. I know about the flow and the not flow in business, as well as I have been on the internet since 2016, and obviously I have developed an interest in TV and video and visibility, and I like training, so I know a lot about a lot of things. I would call myself I'm a marketer, and it's always been a passion of mine to help others. I've defined myself as to who I am. I've taken some courses and know who I am, etc. And I could probably do the training from 2016 if I can find my slides and about customer and you and your customer, and you would have a great value from it. So we will be doing that later. As well, we do have a workbook that is coming up called 12 Weeks to Home Business Clarity Workbook. And it has each week and some questions for you and an action for you to do. So for example, for today's episode, we would write a short description of your ideal customer and their number one challenge, which that can be tricky to do. So you can go, gotta get back to my slides so you can see my link. Although it's a pretty easy link, it is, I've got a mistake in there. And one thing you'll learn from following me is I like to correct my mistakes. And so you can get the workbook at 12 Weeks to Home Business Clarity Workbook. Not today, I've just made it, but you can get it in Monday or the next episode at https://homebustartup.tv/12. And that, as well as getting on the list, you will get more resources as we talk about your home business and how to make it a simple and easy way to have your business instead of getting into overwhelm and tech overwhelm. So thank you for listening. This is episode 1. Oops, where am I? There I am. And I'm not sure if I'll do all the other episodes. You don't want to see me fumbling. 3 more episodes for my iTunes broadcasting. You can go over to iTunes and look for Home Biz Startup TV.